Look at this flower I found. Nature is beautiful. Crazy how nature make that. The biggest yellow skittle I've ever seen. OMG. Tyler, that is an egg yolk. Ew, why does it have teeth? Those are seeds. TF. History repeats itself. Please delete this. Banana falling over. Burnt waffle falling over. Kicking a toothbrush. What the heck is this channel even doing? Why is the banana one 10 minutes long? I would fight anyone who works at BuzzFeed. My grandma works at BuzzFeed. You'd fight my grandma. You're a fucking sicko. Sounds like your grandma's the sicko pal. Tell her to square up. 10 reasons my grandmother who works at BuzzFeed could kick your ass. How the fuck do you all eat brown sugar? That shit just sucked all the moisture out of my mouth. This is the worst feeling. Update. It was baking powder. How did you think baking powder was brown sugar? Remember the time SpongeBob made a Squidward balloon animal out of condoms? Bless you, my dog sneezed while I was typing. I meant to say hey, that was not my proudest moment. I've made a mistake. Did this kid in my old Spanish textbook call someone and ask for their phone number? Yep. So I was speaking to my sister and she told me to draw a reverse centaur, and this is what I pictured, but I don't think she pictured this. I'm concerned about the blueberries. Okay, so in my city there's this billboard and nobody knows what it's about or who it's from. It's just here. There's no name. This is all it says. I'm concerned about the blueberries. That's it. I'm concerned about the blueberries. And now, the weather. Thank you, sleep, or as I call you, death practice, to real. I just love a good leaf. Yep. Me sings along to a song about sex. Friend, you've never even had sex. WTF. Me, like, excuse me for being a virgin. It'll be fun. We'll make it a boys' day. Come on, you punk bitch. I can't believe I have to say this. I don't have time to get tested for STIs with you tomorrow. LMAO, I'm both people. I organize my homework in order of urgency by how scary I find the teacher. Real life. What if you started making car alarm noises when people you didn't like touched you? Those little rubber balls that old mechanical computer mouses used to have in them are now available potion ingredients, making an invisibility brew. Oh, I have Newt and ball of mouse. Photograph your head, print, turn into a helmet, ride like a giant-headed god among mere normal head-sized mortals. This is what humans would look like if they evolved to survive car crashes. Things I should be doing. Writing. Things I'm doing. Imagining random shit from the story I want to write without actually thinking them through and then forgets about them. Wait, I had homework. If I had an identical twin, we would move to opposite ends of the country and tell none of our new friends we had a twin. Then when one of us dies, the other would attend the funeral and whisper, "It's your fault," to random people, then leave. I don't understand shark movies. I mean, just get out of the water. The first thing I thought was, they can't get out of the water. They're sharks. I laughed so loudly at this. OMFG. Fun hobby. Coming up with ridiculous science facts that can't actually be disproved. For example, I choose to believe that dinosaurs were pastel and sparkly. My laptop wasn't working, so I yelled Christo at it. The screen immediately turned black. I'm performing an exorcism now. Is that silly string? It's not silly string if it's a very serious matter. Serious string. Man, if I had a sword I wouldn't be worried about shit. I have some good news for you. What is it? A horse's teeth take up more space in their head than their brain. Awesome, I don't like horses. I'm terrified. I think we should have glow stick juice injected in our bones when we are born, so if we break in there's a fun little surprise. What's the surprise? Blood poisoning. I didn't vaccinate my kids and the one who lived turned out fine. I choked. When you just got done arguing with someone and you hear them say something under their breath. Salad, or as I call it, expensive leaf nonsense. When I was 6, my brother told me that old people suck because they're being pulled to hell, and I cried. So my cat is sleeping between my legs and then this happened and I laughed so hard he woke up. That's a potato. Your cat looks like an uncooked chicken. You promised these kids Krabby the Clown, but all I saw was Cheapy the Cheapskate. There's the guy she tells you not to worry about. Real I see to memes. This is not a drill. Dear men, please stop wearing cargo shorts. Kenny bullying, but feet shut hell up. Kenny has had enough. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. What are your socks supposed to represent? It sure is. Teacher, well, it's your turn for show and tell. Me. Top 5 tips on cyberbullying. Tip number 1. Text her I hate you while standing right in front of her. A baller ass move she'll never see coming. That Pinita seems alarmed to say the least. I'm done with this website. How to be popular and pretty. Recommended for you. Don't fucking sass me, YouTube. I was presenting something in English the other day and this kid started snickering and laughing at me, so I just stopped in the middle of talking and stared at him with the best evil look ever and +1 for dirty look at Winston. Starbucks unveils $7 wake up slap. My favorite part of this image is how professionally she is delivering that slap. Enough about sex positions. Has anyone discovered a reading position which doesn't get uncomfortable after 5 minutes? I want a restraining order on everyone who doesn't wear deodorant. Deodorant is nasty. What do y'all think people smelled like up until 70 years ago? But are homosexuals more likely to be gay? Questions that need answers. Fellas, is it gay to be gay? Miss job hunting back in the day when you could just ride into town on a horse and be like, I'm a doctor, and everybody was like, cool, no need to see if that checks out or anything. You just gotta find the right town, my guy. Let's make a world together. The year is 2045. The president is a Roomba, and so are you. The end. We don't have voluntary control over our internal organs because our brains don't trust us enough to keep ourselves alive. Get stumped once. Shut 'em down, girls, it's over. Boys who can pull off facial hair are hot. I think you're supposed to use a razor. Look at this beautiful animation. Smooth, realistic, beautiful background. And then not even 2 seconds later. Testicles. Point stud detector at myself. Starts to beep. And I see it's detecting a stud. I say as I clutch my chest. There is a nail embedded in my sternum. An adult in Poland. I finally know what adults in Poland look like. Thanks Wikipedia. I want to go on a shopping trip where I'm the only one in the shopping mall and everything I want is free. That's called night robbery. So be it. It's harding having 0 brain cells sometimes. If guardian angels really do exist, mine is off somewhere drinking vodka straight from the bottle and pretending I don't exist. They need to make this emoji with this hat. When they say yee-haw but don't ask haw yee. My dad was saying how he thinks that at every birthday after 18 more and more things should become legal. So by the time you're like 60 you finally get your meth and arson license. If you make it to 100 instead of getting a card or whatever it is from the queen, you get to commit treason. Your dad is a fucking innovator. An intelligent young man. He looks like an English major. The last thing you want to find in your Burger King burger is someone else's Burger King burger. How do astronauts say they're sorry? They apologize. We don't apologize. We are perfect. NASA, I know of at least 2 exploded spaceships that beg to differ. In grade 8 I did a PowerPoint presentation on whooping cough and my opening slide was a photo of Whoopi Goldberg coughing and I was the only person who laughed at it and I couldn't start the presentation for like 5 minutes because I was laughing too hard at my own joke. I made me laugh. If you ever feel like you've screwed up, just remember that in 1348 the Scots thought it would be a good idea to invade England because the English were weakened by the plague. They subsequently caught the plague themselves, went back to Scotland, and killed half their own population. Mistake. When you get your blanket out of the dryer. Is that gay porn? No, it's somebody after they get their blanket out of the dryer. God, it's so crazy we all have bones. Like just these big hard rods holding our meat up. That's so fucking wild. I can't believe it. One of the main reasons I don't want to get pregnant is I can't handle the idea of growing bones and not keeping them. This is a very reasonable concern. You go to all that trouble growing new bones and then some shitlord infant steals them out from under you. Disgraceful. Australia is fucking mental. This is an actual photo of a dog eating a shark while two snakes fight to the death. Those snakes are not fighting, they are fucking. I'm very sorry. While two snakes fuck to the death. I wish there was some way to use your phone to text somebody, but instead of typing stuff you would say it out loud into the phone or something and the other person could hear you and they would just talk out loud back to you. If your phone looks like this, fuck you. Shrek dresses like Han Solo. We are piercing my baby's tongue. Here's why. Plain and simple. Tongue rings look tight as fuck. I love my daughter and want her to look dope 24/7. They say milk helps babies grow, but I've poured 3 cartons of it over this baby and so far all it has done is cry. When you're in a dangerous point in life but you choose to sleep. All my school photos since year 7. What the fuck happened in year 9? He got a haircut.
Cowbelly, let's go, baby.
Demonetization is dropping your rating to stop a migration of top innovation and content creation in an opposite way. I saw your new status and got inspiration to drop a new cape. On top of your face is a mock and the face of the clock is still racing. The mob is impatient, monster is late, cannot just escape. You'll drop like a cave. YouTube Ukraine thought you would make it. Past all the creators who want to get paid for their awesome creation. So take the advice of a god in the making. All I got to say is Cowbelly TV gets more traffic than a metropolis. Yes bitch, that's me. And I'm still looking for where my profit is.